Hello everybody and welcome to Gene's Reviews from a regular dude, where I do trailer reactions, I react to YouTube videos, I review YouTube channels, occasionally I'll review a movie, but really, I just do whatever the hell I want. Hello everybody and welcome to Gene's Reviews from just a regular dude, down in the basement. Today we're doing another one from Slap Tam. This is called These Scary Ghost Photos Have No Rational Explanation. Let's check this out.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some scary ghost photos that seem to have no rational explanation. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more freaky content, just like this. In September of 2018, 2-year-old Fabiola Rodriguez was tragically killed. Her mother, Sandra Gonzalez, along with other loved ones, regularly leave toys and other items on the beloved child's grave. Sandra was disturbed when the items that she left for her late daughter began disappearing. She also noticed other acts of vandalism at the gravesite. She asked staff at the cemetery to keep their eyes open for anyone paying unwarranted attention to her daughter's grave. Luckily for the family, a nearby gravestone has a camera trained on it. This family has also experienced vandalism in the cemetery. They believe that their son's killer, who is still at large, is responsible for the cruel acts. They set up the camera in hopes of gaining evidence to take to the police. However, what they actually saw in the security footage was truly shocking. Images of a young girl appear in the still footage walking near their son's grave. Concerned about a child wandering the cemetery at night, they showed the pictures to the staff, who immediately recognized the child as Fabiola. Sandra, who happened to be at the cemetery that day, tearfully confirmed that it is her daughter in the photos.
Wow.
In one of the still images, Sandra believes that it shows her daughter walking away with a tall man, who the other family believes to be their son. Sandra is convinced that her daughter came back to the cemetery to lead the man to heaven. Because both suffered tragedies so early in their young lives, the families think that the kindred spirits have been drawn to each other in the afterlife, as evidenced by the footage from the cameras.
Really there. I mean, you can really see that playing.
Slapped Ham viewer Jasper Ashbell wasn't expecting any scary ghost photos when he went out for dinner with a group of friends in 2013. Unfortunately for him, spirits often show up at the most unexpected of times. The group decided to go to a restaurant near Mulu National Park in Miri Sarawak, Malaysia. This is one of the most remote places in the area, but the friends still believed they could have a great time. Throughout the night, they took numerous photos to commemorate the occasion. It wasn't until later that they noticed anything amiss in the pictures. 6 friends were gathered that night, but much to their surprise, a 7th face showed up in one of their photos. As the group posed in front of a dartboard, it appears that a spirit decided to take the opportunity.
I was looking the whole time, the first time they showed that picture, for something else, and I couldn't find it. Now I see it right down below the girl.
To photobomb them. The face appears near the bottom of the photo, tucked in between several of the closely posed bodies.
Yeah.
Based on the eerie location of the face, there's no way that someone could have snuck into the photo without the others noticing. In fact, it seems unlikely that the face could even be attached to a body, based on its proximity to the floor. The face itself appears human, but not entirely normal. Its head is cast in shadow, appearing darker than it should have, considering the bright light that illuminates the others in the photo. In addition, its eyes appear to be entirely white, giving the face a demonic appearance. No one in the group has been able to explain this terrifying photo, but it seems unlikely they'll return to this restaurant anytime soon. Redditor I Got Shit to Do Today never expected to see the family's beloved golden retriever again after the dog passed away several years ago. They certainly never expected to see the dog show up in any scary ghost photos. Yet, evidence in a photo has made them believe that their pet never really left them. The dog's name was Coda, and she loved the Redditor's mother more than anyone else in the family. The mother was distraught when they lost the dog, but eventually was able to move on. However, when her husband set up a trail camera hoping to get footage of a fox, they got an unexpected surprise. The photo shows the mum leaning out of the open door of the house's sunroom. She's partially obscured by the porch rails, but she appears to be picking something up from the ground. Just a few feet away, there appears to be a smudge of light or mist.
I don't see it.
The
I
spot
saw the
is clearly
smudge.
in the shape of a dog.
I don't see the woman,
It
though.
appears only a few feet from the mother's face. If something corporeal had
now I
been
see her.
standing there, she certainly would have noticed. Because of the shape of the entity and the close relationship Coda and the mum had, the family believes this photo shows evidence of the family pet.
It does
coming
look
back
like
to
a
visit
dog.
her
It
favourite
looks like a
human
dog
in
shape.
spirit form. Whether or not this photo actually does show a ghostly canine, the family can take some comfort in the thought that the dog may not be too far away. Slaptam viewer Naomi Flynn never expected any scary ghost photos of her very own. However, that changed when something sinister showed up in a photo of a young girl. Naomi snapped the photo of the little girl in the family's living room. She was standing in front of the television, and everyone who was in the room at the time is certain that there was nothing strange around that could have showed up in the photo. Yet, when the film was developed, they were surprised by what they saw. An eerie black shroud appears to be hovering behind the young girl. It's amorphous in shape, but also appears like a piece of black cloth billowing and floating in the air. No one...
Is it a digital picture or has it been developed? Because, I don't know. But that is weird looking. I mean, it doesn't look like it's been put in afterwards, and it doesn't look like it's a mistake. It looks like there's a shroud behind her.
Unsure what could have caused this strange entity to appear in the photo. However, the dark colour certainly brings to mind the possibility of a demonic entity. Unfortunately, there's not many further details available about this terrifying photo. We can only hope that the entity in this photo didn't make another appearance. Scary ghost photos aren't a common souvenir that people bring home from vacation. Slaptam viewer Frank Teves was certainly surprised by what he saw in the photo that his sister brought home from Hawaii. Frank's sister, Margie Crosby, visited Kauai, Hawaii with her husband. At the beginning of the trip, they bought a small disposable camera to capture memories of their vacation. On one of the final days before leaving the island to head home, Margie's husband took a photo of her on the beach in front of a stunning background of sand and sea. They timed the photo so no other beachgoers would be caught in the shot and ruin the scenic photo. Unfortunately, something unusual showed up to mar their shot of the beach. Just behind Margie, there appears to be a person in a blue shirt and khaki pants. The person's body is contorted in a strange position, and the head isn't even visible. It appears as if this person or entity is bending backwards at a bizarre and disturbing angle. The strange figure doesn't even appear to have hands. To prove the snapshot wasn't photoshopped, Frank sent in another picture that shows the original photo being held up. The image was developed straight from the film of the disposable camera. The figure in the photo is crystal clear, unlike many scary ghost photos that are blurry or translucent. But Margie and her husband are absolutely certain that they were alone on this part of the beach when they took the photo. Besides, the figure appears so close to Margie that she certainly would have noticed someone standing next to her, performing strange bodily contortions. The figure's clothing also appears out of place for a warm day on the beach. So what could this bizarre figure be? The family has no explanation for the entity, and this photo has been haunting them for years.
Okay, now, they said they made sure they were there alone and everything. We don't know that for sure, but you got to take their word for it. I believe it. I think that's real. I think most of these are real.
Before we take a look at a truly terrifying image captured at a construction site, remember to hit that subscribe button, then click that little bell icon there, and then turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop.
This is
every
one of
time
the
we
best
upload our
channels on
mysterious
YouTube,
and scary
in my
videos.
opinion, is Slapcam.
Adam Lees, a manager at a security company, is used to spotting strange things on CCTV. Normally it's criminals up to no good or even employees causing trouble. However, it isn't often that he spots what appears to be a ghost. When Adam got an alert that the infrared motion sensors on a camera at a construction site had picked up movement, he immediately turned on the feed from the camera to see what was going on. Much to his surprise, there appeared to be a woman in a long white dress walking across the site. The dress billows out behind her in the still image, as does her dark hair.
She looks like from a different era, too.
She's carrying something white in her hands. Whatever the object is, it's impossible to distinguish from
Looks
her
like at a
pale
wedding
white
or something.
skin. Adam was disturbed by the footage. He pulled himself together to dispatch on-site security guards to the area where the camera was triggered. When the group arrived, about 3 minutes later, everything was business as usual. They found no signs that anyone was there or had been there in recent hours. The security company is baffled by the strange entity, and Adam himself has admitted to having trouble sleeping since the incident. Supernatural aficionados have been quick to label the entity a white lady, a particular kind of female spirit usually seen in a long white dress. These entities are typically spotted in less populated areas and often have tragic backstories full of sorrow and heartbreak. Perhaps this spirit suffered a tragic death somewhere near the construction site. Without more detail about the site's history, the woman's identity remains a mystery. Now, if you want to...
Maybe she committed suicide or something, and now she's in limbo, and she's just stuck. Because I heard that's a theory on what happens. I don't know how true it is, but I heard that theory that if you commit suicide, you're basically in limbo. You don't go to heaven, you don't go to hell. You're just basically cursed to come back and redo it over and over again. That'd be horrible. But anyways, that was Slapped Ham. Slowly, not slowly, but it's becoming one of my favorite channels here on YouTube. I love it. Now, how about a joke? What did one nut say as he chased another nut? I'm a cashew! Thank you, everybody. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hashtag MeanGene, all that fun stuff. And if you like this video, tell all your friends, leave a comment down below. And if you didn't like it, then just shut up. And I will see you next time.